and the earth is filled with darkness.
Two separate homicides just hours apart in Rochester tonight. First, we take you to the scene of a shooting on Congress Avenue and Pioneer Street.
Study tonight claims the 25th Congressional District is the worst in the country when it comes to quality of life for African Americans. The district includes Rochester and Monroe County.
Students in high school within the Rochester School District had their grades inflated throughout a series of practices and systems described as antiquated and ineffective. According to an audit report from the district's internal auditor, Anissa Henry Wheeler, GPAs were inflated in two ways. First, by using a 4.5 grading scale rather than the more commonly used 4.0 scale. Certain coursework was also weighted, such as Regents or AP level classes. While that's a more common practice, the Rochester district saw several inconsistencies.
Regents classes were receiving additional value. My struggle with that as a decision was students are expected to take Regents classes, so why are you getting credit for doing something that you already should be doing?
Somebody needs to go to jail on this.
I would think. Having nowhere to call home is something over 835 people in Monroe County are facing each night.
When I moved out here to New York, I didn't plan on being homeless. But it happened.
We spent some time today with the people who live here in the homeless encampment on Industrial Street, and we also had the chance to speak with someone from Open Door Mission who told us what they're doing for the homeless community here in Rochester.
Year over year, the #1 reason for the need for emergency shelter stays in our county is the breakdown of a family relationships.
Well, we didn't have any family or friends to take us in because, I don't know, we had some issues going on.
Valeria Eisman says that 835 per night doesn't count all the homeless people on the streets, homeless students, or some agencies who don't participate in the count.
The number is definitely higher.
To get to the root of the problem, she says we need to address the causes that got them here in the first place.
And get to know the families that are experiencing homelessness. And the sooner I think people get to understand some of these stories, the more you see that it's really something that can happen to anyone.
As we were leaving the encampment, one person told me, we're people just like you. In Rochester, Kayla Green, News 8.
And the list continues on and on. And the earth is filled with darkness.